Okay folks, welcome back once more to SubNautica, a game which I still don't really know how to play, so we're still learning this. I've played a little bit more off camera, just to try and get my head around a little bit of what we got to do, so hopefully I'm getting slightly better at this. But yeah, I'm still a little bit in the dark with this, I'm still learning. There is a massive amount to this game, but I really haven't had the chance to explore it all yet. We're kind of learning as we go, but never mind, we'll get there. There's some very strange noises outside, it's slightly concerning. Right, okay, so what we're doing, I just need to take stock of where we are. So let's just have a quick look in our inventory. We have an air tank, we have some fins, and we have a few various bits and pieces. We do have some filtered water, which I'm going to drink because I'm getting a bit dehydrated, so we need to sort that out, and we need to sort some food out. Over here in our storage container, we have a lot of titanium, which we're going to need at some stage. Oh, I actually also have some more filtered water. And a nutrient block, which will come in handy fairly soon. So I'm going to drink that water because that will sort me out for a little bit longer. So we're all looking pretty good. So, yeah, we are here in SubNautica. What are we trying to do? Well, we are trying to gather together our basic tools. The tools that we want to try and get at the moment are, we need a radiation suit ideally, and we also need the repair tool. And down here, the habitat builder. The habitat builder is what's going to allow us to actually build.
Warning: local radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%. Advise observing a 1 kilometer safety range.
Well, it all happened there. Yes, I've actually broken my microphone stand, so that just fell over, and of course I got interrupted rather rudely by the computer. Yeah, so we're in the middle of trying to build this repair tool. The repair tool will let us repair various things inside the pod and get set up and running again, and the habitat builder will let us start to build our own base outside. So we are going to concentrate though on the radiation suit and the repair tool right now. So repair tool, we need magnesium crashfish powder, which we've got, and titanium, which of course we've got. Magnesium we fabricate. And it took me ages to work this one out, but you fabricate it from salt deposits, and I don't think I'm carrying any salt deposits. So that's what we're going to need to go and find, I think. Yes, so we need to go and get some salt deposits. So, let's head outside. Oh, it's dark. Oh, it looks nice. I do like SubNautica in the dark, I have to say. Okay, so lots of things going on around here. If I have the chance to catch fish, I will catch things. No chance of being able to do that. Let's head down this way. Of course, I've got to try and remember. Oh, could I scan something now? I can scan something. Let's scan it. I don't think it's going to gain us anything, but it just gets us some information that we can read later. There we go. So there's just a bit of something we can go and read later. Bladderfish. I'm going to try and catch this, because that comes in handy for food and water, and they're relatively easy to catch because they're quite slow. Whoa, he says as it flies past at ridiculous breakneck speed. Okay, well, let's carry on looking for what we're actually looking for. We need salt deposits.
30 seconds.
And I know that we can get these from the ocean floor, but I don't know how far down we've got to go to get them. We're in the relatively safe biome. Now, I haven't looked at a map or anything of SubNautica apart from a very, very basic biome layout map, just to kind of see. And there's actually more biomes in this game than I thought, but it's covering a comparatively small geographical area. That's limestone rock, but that is a salt deposit. Excellent. I think we've passed. And that was silver ore. That's pretty cool. So we've got one salt deposit. We need two more. Silver we'll use later. There's another salt deposit, and there's another salt deposit. So I'm going to grab this quick and go straight for the surface. Hopefully we'll make it. Yeah, so there's lots of different biomes in the game, and some are small, some are large. I do know there's 2 islands. I didn't look at a map showing where they are, so it's still going to be an exploration to find those. Come on, we can make it. There we go. I know there's 2 islands in the game, but I don't know where they are. So I know there's islands, and I know we can also explore the Aurora after it's gone kaboom, which it will do fairly soon by the sounds of what the computer keeps telling us. Do I need anything else? Oh, we've got some good stuff down here. Let's have a look. Well, I've got another salt deposit. Oh, there's something that looks a bit vicious, so we'll try and steer clear of that thing. Now, obviously, you can get blueprints to make new things by scanning stuff. So there we go. So we've scanned that. That's going to give us a blueprint for something. Can't do anything with that by the looks of things. A bioreactor fragment. The way the game works is that you go around and you find kind of debris and what have you, and you can scan things. And this is a sea glide fragment, so I can scan this with my scanner. And when I've scanned enough of them, which I now have, no, I haven't quite, but I've unlocked the technical entry for it. But once I've scanned enough of each of those items, I then get the blueprint. When I've got the blueprint, I can make the item when I've got the parts. So the idea is to find all these different items, scan them, and then you get the blueprints. So it's all based on blueprints. So I've now scanned one piece of sea glide. Okay, so I need 3 pieces of mobile vehicle bay to get the blueprint to be able to build it. At the moment I've only got 2, so I need to find another 1. Oh, that's handy. Okay, so I've now unlocked the blueprint for the mobile vehicle base, so I can now build one of those, and I can attach that onto my base. And obviously I need the habitat builder to be able to build it, but I have at least now got the blueprints. Okay, so we've got all the salt deposits that we need. That thing looks a bit vicious. I don't know what it is. Somebody will probably be able to tell me. So let's head back up this way to where things are a bit safer. If I can catch food on the way, I will. There we go. A cut of fish. I'm going to ignore that for the time being. We won't bother. As I said in the last video, with this game, certainly from my experience with it, it's I can't really do it as I normally would do with the Long Dark, where I literally gather everything and bring it all together to a base camp, because it's I've got limited storage capacity, and certainly in my version of the game I seem to have a bug where if I make extra storage lockers and put things in them, the contents disappears the next time I get in or out of the life pod. So that is a bug which I have reported. Obviously this is an early access game, so that is to be expected. Oh, I can actually make the mobile vehicle bay here. I don't need the habitat module thing to do it. That's quite handy. Fabricates vehicles from raw materials. That's kind of cool. Okay, well I might have a look at that in a bit, but right now let's concentrate. Well, first off, let's I'm going to concentrate on using this bladder fish to make water. Water's a pretty valuable resource. That's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world to make. Let's make this magnesium. There we go. So there's the magnesium that we need to make the repair tools. So we just need some titanium as well, which we've got over here. And do I have enough salt to cure my boomerang? I do, so I can cure my boomerang, which is what that fish was, and that I believe keeps better than cooking it. So we'll do that and we'll hang fire. Food doesn't last very long in this, and it can actually be detrimental to your health if you eat it when it's degraded. So if we can cure it, I think it lasts a bit longer. So we can now make the repair tool. Excellent. So the repair tool basically allows us to repair things, and it also, one of the key things it's going to let us repair is the systems on the pod. What precisely this does, I have no idea. Now I know that the pod does tend to drift until you've repaired this. There we go. So everything is now properly up and running. And I believe the pod now doesn't go anywhere, it stays exactly where it is. Communications relay, we can now repair this, which lets us receive messages.
A new message has arrived. Playing message. This is an automated bounce back from the Aurora mining vessel.
Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8.
Well, that was typical. 2 things happening at the same time.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And the Aurora has gone kaboom. That's a big boom. I care not, Geiger counter. Because I know it's just for effect at this particular point. And there we go. So the Aurora has now exploded. So we've now got more excuse me. More debris down in that area. And also, it's much more radioactive now. When we head that way, things get very radioactive. So we need that radiation suit. So that's next on the agenda. Yeah, basically what happened there was we had 2 things happening at the same time. But we've activated the communications relay. So let's drop back down again. We've activated the communications relay, and we just had an automated message. But what we can now do with this relay is that we will start to receive messages, which are here in the log. So that's the one that came up. That's the message that came that kind of got played over. So out there are other life pods, and we're going to start getting messages from them. So we'll keep an ear out for that. Okay. This freaks me out far more than one dot does. Do I have a med pack in there? Yes, I do. Do I need to use it? No, I don't. But I'll keep it with me, because you never know. Right, okay, so what do we need right now? We need to make this radiation suit. So what do we need to make that radiation suit? Fiber mesh and lead. Well, do I have the stuff to make fiber mesh? Do I even have some fiber mesh? No. We need creepvine samples to make fiber mesh. Apparently we can also eat them, but they're quite detrimental, as you see there. Minus 17 to food, minus 19 to water. Probably because it's rotten. I don't know whether it would be any better if it wasn't rotten, but anyway. Let's get rid of a couple of things that we're carrying that we don't really need. So we'll get rid of that, we'll get rid of that. And we shall go back out again. So we'll swap back to our, not to a boomerang, we'll swap back to our scanner and we'll head back out. Now, we need fiber mesh, and for fiber mesh we need creep vines, and they're over here. That is a gasopod, I believe, and they will do a lot of damage too if you get too close to them, so we'll stay over here. So, bringing up my knife, we need creep vine samples. I don't know how many I need. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. What on earth? Ow, get off. Where did you come from? I need that arm. Where's some wolves? Okay, so let's get another one. Okay, that gives me 4. So let's head back to the life pod. Tend to keep the scanner out when I'm out and about, in case I see anything interesting that I can scan. I do need some water as well. Now, there's 2 different ways you can get water. You can get it from bladderfish, or you can... Have I swam past the pod because I was talking there? I've lost the pod. Where's the pod? It's right underneath. It's right above me. There's 2 different ways you can get water. You can get it from bladderfish, or you can use bleach to disinfect water, which obviously in real life you wouldn't want to do because you wouldn't want to drink the bleach afterwards. But you certainly would... you disinfect it, not bleach it. But anyway... it's in the game 2 different ways to make the water, but to make bleach we need salt deposits and coral samples. So we need more salt deposits, so I need to go and find more salt deposits. But right now we can make our fiber mesh, so let's go ahead and do that. I don't know how many of these we needed, I couldn't remember, so I'm going to make 2. And if we head back over here to the radiation suit, so we've now, yes, we did need 2, so we've got our 2 fiber mesh, but we now need 2 lead. I think there's 1 lead in here. Yep, that's lead. So we're going to need another piece of lead. And let's see, is there anything here I can get rid of? Oh, I've got 2 boomerangs. Didn't realise that. Okay, let's drop that over there. Let's just do something with that boomerang. We shall cook that boomerang, because we can then eat that boomerang. And it will give us a little bit of food. Well, quite a bit of food and a tiny little bit of water. I'm going to drink that water as well. And we're then going to have to go and make some more water. So, salt deposits if we see them. But what we really need at this point is lead. So we're going to head down this way. And we're looking for limestone outcrops to try and get the lead ore. Obviously it's a bit hit and miss what you get from them. But whatever we get we'll take, because they'll come in handy at some point. And salt deposits if we see any. So I think we're going to have to go out beyond this and down into this slightly deeper water. I'm going to ignore this for now. I know it's salvage. Oh, that's a sea moth fragment, so we'll scan that. That'll help us get that blueprint. Perfect. We need to find another 2 of those. Now that looks a bit vicious. So I'm going to try and stay out of its way. And I will probably fail miserably, because that's what tends to happen.
30 seconds.
Okay, just need to watch my oxygen levels. I'm not seeing very much down here. Apart from one of those vicious nasty things. Let's head back up. Sort our oxygen out. Oh, there's some limestone outcrops here. Perfect. Okay, let's go and sort our oxygen out.
Oxygen.
And we shall come back down and get those. Up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go. Come on, we can make it, we can make it, we can make it, we can make it. Oh, just about. That was a bit close. Right, okay, let's head back down again. We've got some limestone outcrops down here and some salt deposits, which is brilliant because we need those. So let's grab Salt deposit. Salt deposit. Salt deposit. So that's 3. And down here we have limestone. So that's... that was gold. Obviously we're after lead. Well, whatever it was in there, I think I lost it. Oh, it's just titanium. Okay, we'll grab some more salt deposit. We've got another bit of limestone. And some more gold. Okay, so we are making our fortune down here, but we're not keeping ourselves alive. There's a bit more.
30 seconds.
It's fine, we're at 30 seconds, but that's okay. We've got more limestone. Copper ore. Well, we are going to need that at some stage, but not right now. Okay, let's head back to the surface then. I don't want to run it quite as close as I have been, because it's a bit dangerous. Well, you know me from the long dark. I can be a bit cavalier sometimes.
Oxygen.
I know in real life I wouldn't be that cavalier as I am in the long dark. And in real life I definitely wouldn't be doing this because I can't actually swim. I don't like the water at all. What's that? Titanium? Well, that's not very much use to us. Small salt deposit. Found a little bit of a gold mine down here. I think we have changed... I get the impression that we've changed biomes. We've gone deeper. We're in this grassy stuff. So I do get the impression that we have moved into a different biome. So, whoop, now we're going much, much deeper down there. Oh, more salt. Getting plenty of salt deposits. We're getting plenty of salt deposits. Okay, let's just head back to the surface, recharge, then we'll just see if we can go down and find some more limestone rocks. Now, I have to confess, with this game, I have been debating how to do it, whether to edit it when we're kind of aimlessly swimming around like this, like I do with Kerbal Space Program, or whether to keep it long dark style. So far I've decided to keep it long dark style, so you're going to see everything, we're not going to cut. Obviously at the moment I'm not playing in hardcore mode, I am playing in ordinary survival mode, so if I do die I will respawn, but I'm not planning on dying. I am going to try and do this as I do with the long dark, and treat it as if doom will happen. Hey up. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We have found one of the pods. We found that completely without any help from the communications relay. I do happen to know that, there we go, we've now got a blueprint for a compass. I happen to know that the communications relay will come out and tell you automated messages from pods and allow you to locate these crashed, damaged pods. And we have an abandoned PDA with a crew log, but I'm not going to listen to that until it comes through on the communications relay. But we'll see. You never know, it might not now that I've actually found the pod. So we have found Life Pod 6, which is actually only 112 meters from where I am at the moment with my own life pod, so not very far away at all, but obviously it didn't fare as well as we did. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping now. Okay, so I'm still looking for limestone outcrops because we still need more lead. Let's just go back up and take a breather. Literally. I know there's a rebreather in the game, but I think you have to get blueprints for it from somewhere, and I don't quite know how. So if we haven't already got that, I might already have done it actually, I can't remember. Come here. Come here. No, 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 no. I need food and it's you, I'm afraid. Okay, so let us... I think it's starting to go dark. We've still not got this lead that we need. It is going dark. We've still not got this lead that we need. I get the impression some parts of the world are darker at night than others. Some are quite bright because there's a lot of things down here lighting up the water, but other areas do seem to stay quite dark. Okay.
30 seconds.
Yep, that's fine. I'm not too far from the surface. It's quite lucky actually that I am not playing in hardcore, because hardcore doesn't tell you when you're about to run out of oxygen, and I probably would have died by now.
Oxygen.
I don't know why it doesn't. I suppose it is just because it's hardcore. It's not actually going dark. And they just want to make it very, very difficult, which is Very true, it certainly does, because you can take your eye off the ball for a moment and you're done for, so... What on earth is that? A shuttlebug. Can we scan it? I don't think we can eat it, but hopefully we can scan it. There we are, so that just gives us a bit of information. Any outcrops in this cave? I don't want to go too far in. Okay. Conscious of my oxygen levels, so let's head back out. We'll head back to the surface. Okay, let's... I'm going to head back to the life pod, and I'm going to try and go in the other way. There we are. Oh, well, virtually I'm at the life pod anyway, so here we go. Well, we'll go up the side ladder and go up through the top hatch. Our colleagues in life pod 6 don't seem to have done quite so well. Okay, so here we are. Anything with the key? Oh, there is something in the communications relay. Let's have a listen.
Message.
So this is LifePod 3. Obviously they haven't done the voice for this yet, but LifePod 3 is updating our coordinates, plugging some holes in the sea glides. So if we're late for the individual panic, also don't go home without us. So LifePod 3 is therefore not very far away, and in fact it might...
Dehydration detected.
Okay, yes, we'll sort that out in a moment. There we go. So 700 metres away over that way is LifePod number 3. However, it's a long, long way for us to swim. We need to sort the Sea Glide out. The Sea Glide is one of those kind of motorised propulsion things that you might have seen divers using. So we need to try and build that first. What can we build here? Oh, we can build a compass if we have copper wire and a computer chip. We still need lead. Can I make bleach? Let's make some bleach, because then I can make water. Let's make as much of this as we can. Theory, we should be able to make at least 4, because I'm sure that's how many coral samples I have. Coral samples are easy to come by, it's salt deposits that are the pain. So, water. Let's make 4 of these. Same with any of these survival games. Food and water is key. So being able to build up a nice stock of it is a real help. Again, these early stages of the game, we're kind of...
Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go. We're kind of surviving on an as-you-go kind of method. I'm not going to worry too much about that right now because our health hasn't deteriorated too much. Plus 21 to food, minus 2 to water. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and eat that because that will take my hunger all the way up. So we're actually in pretty good shape. We've obviously got a little bit of health issues, but I don't want to waste one of those until my health's a little bit lower. We're carrying the fibre mesh that we need. We've got 1 piece left. So we still need to find more lead. So let's head back out. And we're looking for more lead. We're now in the darkness again. Which way have I been going? I can't remember. So I kind of wanted to go in the opposite direction. Well, let me just pop above the surface and just see where that is. That taking us close to the Aurora? No, it's taking. I think it's taking us further away, isn't it? Oh no, we'll see. It's a long way to go, but we'll go in this vague direction. I don't really want to swim all the way over there. That's a rather vicious, snappy thing. Probably does have a name. We'll work out what the name is at some point. Let's try down here, see if we can find some limestone outcrops, which is what we're desperately in need of. Ow! Get off! I need my head. Came with the body. There we go, we found the lead. We need to get a head bitten off, but we'll ignore that. Right, let's head up this way. There's a big cloud of noxious gas there, which I assume is one of those gasopods. We don't want to go in there. It's quite a dangerous place to be honest. Oh, bladderfish. Got one. Peeper, are you going to swim towards me? Oh, I nearly got you. Right, okay. Let's get back in here. So we now have what we need to make the radiation suit, so let's go ahead and do that. One radiation suit coming up. Okay, so that's going to let us swim closer to the Aurora now without having any issues with radiation. So far we haven't actually, but in my off-camera playthrough I've been having real problems with that because the life pod's in a slightly different place, and to get to virtually anything I've got to swim through radiation. So, blueprints that we have, let's have a look. So we are halfway towards having the Sea Glide and halfway towards the bioreactor, which obviously is part of the base building thing, which we have not got anywhere near doing yet. Seamoth is like a little submersible, and we are 1/3 of the way to doing that. We can now make a compass, so we can't do the Seamoth or the Sea Glide or the bioreactor just yet, or the still suit, whatever that is. I don't actually know what that is, but there are lots and lots of things that we can actually make, as you can see. Right, I'm just going to make use of that first aid kit. There we go. So what shall we do next on our agenda? We have the radiation suit. We have the repair tool. What else do we think we need urgently? Habitat builder would be good. Computer chip. What do we need to make a computer chip? Silver ore, quartz, and table coral samples. Okay, well we have quartz. We did have some silver ore, but I think we might have... yeah, there it is. There we are. So we've got silver ore, we've got quartz. That's not a problem. So what we need then is going to be table coral, and that is down here somewhere. Table coral, I think, is the kind of red coral that sticks to the sides of walls, which is right here underneath us. I'm sure this is table coral, these red things. Yes, it is. So if I do that, I can pick it up or drop it on the floor, one or the other. There we go. So that's got that. I don't know how much of this it needed because I can't remember. So I'm only going to take 3. I don't want to destroy all the coral. That's not a good thing. Quite often, again, in this game, it's best just to leave your resources where they are and pick them up as you need them for things like that. Things that are quite common. Okay, so, in theory then, we have enough to... I gotta find it now. We'll get there. Computer chip. There we go. So that's a computer chip made. We were looking at the habitat builder needs a battery. Compass needs a... So I've now got some decisions to make. What am I going to make with this stuff? A rebreather. Oh, okay. Yes, we have got the plans for the rebreather then. I'm kind of spinning around in my head what to do with some of this stuff. Because if we take the habitat builder, we can actually start building things. But we need a battery for that. So I need acid mushrooms. But that's fairly easy to do. I don't have any... No, I need acid mushrooms. So let's head down. We need acid mushrooms, and there should be some very nearby. Yeah, what we'll do, we'll make the habitat builder, I think. Acid mushroom, acid mushroom. We'll make the habitat builder, and then we can actually start thinking about building our own base under here. Now, it's all rather basic at the minute. We don't have very much stuff, so we're not going to be able to do very much with this. But at least we have the option. Oh, I need to make the battery first, don't I? And I need... What do I need to make a battery? There we are. One battery. And let's go and make a habitat builder. Ta-da! So we can now make the habitat stuff. So if I just... where is it? Habitat builder. Okay, so we want to... I think I can move these around because I'd rather have... That'll do. Right, so habitat builder is this. Now obviously inside I can't make a great deal, but we can make foundations, we can make compartments, we can make corners, we can make T-junctions, we can make glass compartments, we can make reinforcements, windows, hatches, and all sorts of things. We're a little bit limited at the moment of exactly what we can do. We're close to having the bioreactor, but not quite there. Interior modules are basically things we can attach to the inside walls. And, well, we can have a sign, which is kind of cool. So, we can make a start anyway on building some of this stuff. So, let's come out of here. And let's go in here. And let's transfer over as much titanium as we can hold. In fact, there's probably some stuff we can get rid of that we don't need to be carrying around with us. That'll free up a bit of space. As much titanium as we can. And let's go and build ourselves a few foundations outside. So, we've got these weird noises. It's scaring me. Okay, I haven't really done much in the way of base building, so I don't really know how to do it. So I've kind of got vague ideas of what to do. So what we're going to do, we are going to select foundation, and we're going to put said foundation wherever it'll let us, really. Okay, that's the lowest it'll go. So let's put that foundation there. Okay, so we've basically roughed out where that foundation is going to be, but we need to press and hold the left mouse button to actually build it. So there we go. It's floating in the air. Oh, there we are. Okay, let's come up. Can we build another foundation? Yeah, we've got plenty of titanium, so this shouldn't be a problem. So again, we can build it there. We can build ourselves 2 foundation pieces. And obviously we're right balancing on the edge of a big drop there, but that's fine. That's what I was kind of aiming to do. So, again, I still haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, we've got to think about oxygen as well. Let's get ourselves to the surface. And I believe that little symbol, which is probably behind me, knowing where the webcam picture is, tells me I have a communication, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, so can I now make a compartment? At the moment I can only make basic compartments, but I can make one of these, and I think I can... Oh, I can put it either on one side or the other. Well, we'll put it there. So that's just a compartment. I need a hatch to be able to get into it, so I can make a hatch. Can I make a hatch? I don't think I can make a hatch, actually, because I think I need glass to make a hatch. But we've got the beginnings of a base, we've got foundation, and we have a compartment. We can make windows, we can reinforce it. And obviously I've built it pretty close to my life pod. So let's go back into our life pod. We'll get some calls, make some glass, and we'll listen to this communication. Whoa. Where are we? What are we doing? Whoa. I'm just trying to get in. There we go. So we have a communication waiting for us, and we want to get some glass so we can carry on with our base building. But that is the one for next time. We've hit the end of this one, so I'm going to call it here. Next time we're going to have a look at this communication, and we're going to see if we can put a hatch on our base and power it up, because at the moment it's well, it doesn't do anything. We can't charge oxygen or anything in there because it's got no power. See if we can just expand it a little bit, and then we'll go out and do a bit of exploration and see if we can go and get some more blueprints for things, and hopefully we can start to expand ourselves a little bit, start to explore a bit further afield. But right now I am going to say thank you very much for watching as always, and I shall see you again very, very soon.